Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to work on a bench seat that's really tired. So what I want to do, we're going to do a custom design and rebuild this bench seat. So let's get to it. Just want to show you real quick the condition. I mean, I have some foam damage. But once I rip this old seat apart, you'll see the, now you can really see the diamonds. I mean, this is my idea in my head, but I have the markings. I know they're 18/8, so now I can start making my patterns. But anyway, hopefully when we rip this apart, there's no issues with the frame or anything. Okay, cool. Let's roll. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we do have some mice. We do have mice. Yep. Oh, we do have mice. There's always mice in these things. Yep, I appreciate it. All right. 99% of all these old seats have like mice nests or, you know, seeds. Something's been crawling in here, and this one's no different. And they're dropping. All right, let's get the hog rings off here. Let's see what we can find. I'm excited. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should get the vacuum. I want to try to keep the little acorns and stuff to a minimum here. Alright, just real quick. The frame looks awesome. Both front and back, the frame is good. Just some pieces. There was mice nests. There's the bottom piece, but the foam itself, it's in good shape. Just has a couple areas I gotta address, but overall it's not bad. All right, we got the seat frame painted up nice, ready to go. Seat frame's ready to go. Okay. Now, normally when we do a seat, we scrub it down, you know, wash it, sandpaper, little wire brush, clean it up, get it ready, and then I hit it with some rust encapsulator. Let it dry. This eats all the little rust that's stops it from rusting. Okay. And then I finish it off with some gloss. You can use whatever you want. I mean, Eastwood makes a nice frame gloss that works really good too. I use, but this is spray, a little bit of this and a little bit of this, and then it comes out like brand new. Okay. All right. We're getting ready to sew our patterns for the seat. Now, the first thing I want to do, I want to square up my vinyl. Make sure when they cut it at the factory, whatever, it's square. Okay, so you're starting square. And then the next thing I want to do, I already know in my head, like I want to do 18-inch patterns, so I can get 3 patterns right there out of one width of vinyl here, which is 52 inches, I think it is. So that's what I want to do right now, and I know I'm 30 inches, I need at least 30 inches of vinyl this way. So we're going to square this up, cut this piece, and glue this piece onto the foam so we can start sewing. Okay? Let's go. So I got my vinyl stretched out on the table. I want to find my center of the vinyl, and we're going to start making the pattern. I'm going to draw it with a oil pencil. Okay? Oil pencil will come off vinyl. So will chalk. You can use chalk. But here we go. So I want to find center of my vinyl. I flip it in half. Okay? I put a mark. I cut a little snippet out. Snip. Go up to the end here. Little snippet out. Snip. That is my center of my piece. Okay? Now that I have center, I like to I'm going to draw center on my vinyl. Okay? Give or take. There's my center line. Now we are going with a pattern like moi, like that. Okay? We're going to go with that pattern. Now, in order to get that pattern, I need to have center. I'm going to go off my center, and this is where I'm going to start. I'm going to work it to the right, then I'll work it to the left, and everything will be square. You want to keep everything square when you're doing this. Keep in mind, these are all going to be hand sewn, so you got to get them as perfect, as you can. Now we'll get the other side. As you can see, right there. I do the same thing this way. This way I know I have the center of my pattern where the intersect of the diamonds. I want them right in the center of the seat where I want it. Okay. Alright, I have the pattern, right? Here's the pattern we started out with, my design, my original design. I take it and I put it on, and now I have my pattern set up. I'm going to glue the foam. Going to glue the foam and we get ready to sew. Okay, I fold it in half. And I spray some on vinyl. Let it set up for a little bit. Right? That's good. Okay, other side. I use this lock weld adhesive, heat resistant spray contact, extremely flammable, death, destruction, highly flammable, don't get near unborn children, cancer, real good stuff. Okay, we're gonna spray that, and then I'm using just a cheapest hobo freight spray gun. Take it out of the box, dump this in there, and spray. Okay, that's it. I kind of keep this thing clean. It kind of, if you keep the glue and you just, are using glue a lot, it will not dry up in there, and you won't have to worry about nothing. If you let it sit for a couple weeks, it's going to get hard, and then you're going to have to clean the gun. But I rarely have to clean the gun as long as I'm, like, daily, every other day I'm spraying. Okay? All right, let's spray now. Now the nice thing about the grease pencil, it doesn't really come off by your hands, like chalk does. That's one nice thing about using it. Alright, compressors up. Okay, I'm gonna let that set up, and then we can cut the excess foam off. Diamonds patterned out on the vinyl here. I'm gonna cut them now into each section I need. And yes, I got a new shirt. I think it's time to retire the blue one. It's a little beat. I'll save it just for when we change oil and stuff. Nice, huh? Got my nice shirts. And speaking of shirts, if you want a shirt or a hat, all you gotta do is go back to the YouTube homepage and look at Shopify page. Look, click, go on the website, pick a hat, shirt, more items to come. We're working on it. Anyway, let me show you how to cut up. We're going to start sewing the patterns for this custom seat. Okay, I have my center mark right here. This is my center mark on my sheet. Okay, on the vinyl. The diamonds are all laid out. Right? So now I need at least, I want to make 18-inch sections for the seat. But in doing so, I got to be conscious of where the diamonds end and start. So 18.5 inches gives me center of diamond. Okay? So right here is 18.5 inches. I make a line. Hold on. This is my cut line. Same thing going this way. You just double check. Remember, cut once, redo it twice, right? Okay, 18.5 inches. Now we can cut them. Alright, magic. I got a little magic. We cut them up. Okay, now we have 2 patterns. We're going to go sew these up and get ready to at least put the front seat. This will be the back seat. You'll see. Wait till you see. Alright, just got to get a little mineral spirits to take the grease pencil. Okay, just need a little bit of mineral spirits to get the grease pencil off. And we can look at it. Alright, that's it. Alright, starting with the foam, as I like to do, I like to put my pattern right on the foam with my marks so I know where the patterns are going to get sewn onto. And now I can take my patterns and I can start laying this out. I can start laying this out the way it's gonna come together. Alright, for example, yeah, well, they're not straight. These have to be straight, obviously. But anyway, I got piping. The piping goes in the middle, little blank space of blue, and on the ends, piping up around, and anyway, you'll see. I'm gonna wrap this around. It's gonna look awesome, but anyway, let's get going. You see what I'm talking about. Alright, we're starting to sew on the pattern onto the centerpiece here, and we have our piping, and everything I make everything by hand, the piping, yada yada. So this is our first seam. I'm going to sew the other one on right now, and you can watch. Here we go. I got all my piping made up. I made that all by hand. Okay, we got our piping ready to go. I got the first piece on. I'm going to show you how I do this so you can watch. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's measure. Get this exactly as exact as I can. All right, let's see what that looks like. This gives me a reference line. So everything comes out proportional. So I take a piece of piping, right? And that line that I drew, let me bring you in close here. This line that I drew, this is going to be my sew line. So when I put my piping down, basically that's where I'm sewing. So everything is straight. So the distance between here and here is proportional. Okay, everything has to stay proportional. And I'm also going to keep in mind, I am going to line up my diamonds. You got to line the diamonds up so they're exact with the other side. And we're going to pay close attention to that as we set this up. I like to start on the end here, and I like to staple my piping in a couple spots. You don't need to, but it holds it in place while I'm trying to sew everything together, and it keeps it straight, which is what you want. You want to keep this as straight as possible. Okay, this started right here. So I have the staple here, and I want to catch this right on the end nice. Now, I can feel with my finger where the piping is. That's where it's going to go underneath the foot. But my stitch, I want that to follow, and I can flip it up and see exactly where I am underneath. So I'm going to go nice and easy. I'm going to lock that in. Okay, here we go. Take our time. Alright, I have the seat here. The top half is done. I didn't put the back piece on yet, but I don't want to show you yet. But what we got here is the pattern for the seat, the bottom part where you sit on. So it's rinse and repeat. I'm going to make my pattern on the vinyl right here. Everything's square. I squared up my material. I'm going to put the diamonds on and go sew them. And I'm sorry, what am I talking about? I'm going to put the diamonds on here. Then I'm going to glue them to my foam. Okay, my 1/4 inch scrim back foam. Then we're going to go sew it. Rinse and repeat. Make all my piping up. I make my piping, all handmade. I do everything, and then we're going to put the bottom part together. I got a little foam repair to do on the bottom seat. Has some wear. Other than that, let's get sewing. We got a lot of sewing to do. We're not done yet. Alright, as you can see here, we have a little foam repair to do. Got a little divot in this foam. The back one was good. This one is salvageable. They want, just for the foam, foam is ridiculous. They want like $500 for a repop foam. So we're gonna repair this one, and you won't even know the difference when we're done because, well, now that I told you, maybe. But we're gonna repair this. This is how I do it. Pay attention. So what I want to do, first of all, I want to mark a nice clean line where I'm going to cut. Give or take. Because we're going to cut this out. And add some new foam to it. If I can get it in a nice square piece, that'd be great. Alright, something like that. Now we're going to go to our little foam selection and see what kind of foam we got and how deep I got to cut this. That's what I got. I got some high density foam. Right? Got a lot of it. We're going to cut this out on the pattern that I drew on here. Like so. Right? We're going to cut this out, and we're going to take a razor blade. We're going to cut this out nice. I'll show you. Alright, first things first, we want this to be cut out. There. There. Connect the dots. That's our piece, give or take. Got a brand new razor blade. Cuts it like butter. Like butter. Look at that. So I just grab it like this, I pull it back, and I just cut right along the line here as I'm going. Now this is going to take a little bit of refining. This is not the finished product, but this is the start. Peeling back this foam. Well, we're definitely deep enough. We just cut through the boo-boo here, right? Getting to the end. Yeah, this takes a little bit of time. Don't be in a rush. Just take your time. Hold on here, I'm right-handed. Okay, there's the boo-boo piece. We gotta shape this. Obviously, we have to shape this. This is nowhere near ready, but we have a good start here. We have a good base piece, because once I glue this in, you'll never know. Okay, we have the piece in, ready to go. We're going to glue. This is just like hollowing out a canoe out of a fallen tree. Who hasn't done that, right? Okay, we're going to glue the crap out of the inside and the bottom. Put some glue on here, set it in place, and then we're going to go around the whole edge with lots of glue. Glue, glue, glue. Lots of glue there. Glue on here. Alright, let the glue sit up. Sit up? Did I say sit up? Gonna let the glue set up for a couple minutes. both sides, and then we're gonna stick this in here, and we're gonna work the edges all the way around. It'll look like brand new. Okay, now we're going to work the edges. So how I'm going to do that, I'm just going to hold it open a little bit, spread, shoot some glue in there. Okay, I want to show you something pretty cool here. This is how I make a custom seat, because everything is everything's handmade. Here, it's not seat cover. So what I like to do, piece of cardboard, piece of construction paper, I cut out my pattern for the next piece to be sewn on. So I'm going to make this one out of vinyl, and then I'm going to make a piece for the side and sew them all together.
5 minutes later.
Alright, we finished the 1977 Ford F-150 custom bench seat. Headliner, did the sun visors. It's looking good, and I hope you got something out of it, how I go about making the patterns, something custom, and how to sew it, and hope you got something out of it. It's been it really came out nice. Obviously I enjoyed doing it, but I just wanted to say we got more stuff to do. I have lots of stuff to, not just the upholstery. We got to put the floors in the 67 Charger. We're gonna go rip them out and start grinding and torching and welding. That'll be fun. So we got that to do. We got to put the drive shaft back on. We have tons to do. Brakes, brake line, gas tank. Tons of stuff to do on the Charger. I have work coming up on the Oldsmobile too. I want to custom paint and install a sun visor that goes on the front of the windshield. You're gonna like that. We got stuff coming up. I appreciate you coming along today, watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you again on the next one. Thank you.